Now we will take the sixth sum, that is, a shopkeeper gives 11% discount on a television set. Hence, the cost price of it is rupees 22,250. Then find the marked price of the television set. So here they have given to us the selling price as well as the discount percent. We have to find the other marked price. Now to find the marked price, as you know, in the before sum I have told you all that if we want to find the marked price, we are supposed to assume the marked price first. So after assuming the marked price, the second part will be the actual sum that is there. So we'll just start with the sum. First we are going to write what is given. Okay, so the sixth sum, first thing that is given, we are supposed to write that. So what is given here is SP, that is the selling price, which is rupees 22,250. Then we have discount, which is 11%. Okay, so discount is 11%, and what we are supposed to find is the marked price. So marked price is question mark. Selling price is given, discount is given, and marked price is given. But discount, what is given in percentage. So now we are going to assume marked price. So here we are going to start writing, let the marked price be rupees 100. If your marked price is rupees 100, discount is 11%. Okay. To find the selling price, we need marked price and discount. So our marked price is rupees 100, but our discount is in percentage. So one is in rupees, one is in percentage. So we are supposed to write both in rupees. So marked price is already in rupees, so we are going to take discount also in rupees. So it is 11%. So here we are going to take discount as rupees 11. Now, with the help of discount and marked price, we are going to find the selling price. So our selling price is equals to marked price minus discount. How much is the selling price? Marked price, it is 100, and a discount is rupees 11. So here you will write rupees 100 and rupees 11. So 100 minus 11 will give you 89. No need of solving it in a rough work. Directly mentally you can solve. 100 minus 11 gives you 89. That is rupees 89. So here we have the selling price. This is that we have assumed, because marked price we took as 100. So with the help of this we got the selling price. Now we are going to write the actual solving of it, that is actual marked price. So here we will write, let the marked price of the TV set be rupees X. We are going to take it as X. Here we have assumed it as 100, but here we are going to take it as X because marked price we don't know. Marked price is question mark. Okay, and what is our selling price? That is the actual selling price that is being given to us in the question. That the selling price is 22,250. So our selling price is 22,250. So here we have marked price, assumed marked price, assumed selling price, actual marked price, and actual selling price. So now we are going to take all together, that is SP upon MP. This is what the assuming one is there, that is SP is 89 and our marked price here is 100. So 89 upon 100, which is equals to, again we are going to take the selling price that is there. So our selling price here, the second part, the first part selling price was 89 and marked price was 100. Here the selling price is 22,250 upon our marked price is X. Okay, so here we are going to do cross multiplication. We are going to take X outside, and after cross multiplication, 100 multiplied by 22,250 upon 89. Okay, so here we are going to solve. 100 multiplied by 22,250 upon 89, which is, we'll write it down so that I can solve the rough work here. First we will write 22,250 and these two 0 that is there. Okay, you all understood what I did here? Direct multiplication, just write the number as it is down and then we are going to take these two zeros down. Divided by 89. Now we are going to divide this by 89. So we'll take the rough work here. That is 22,250 plus 2 more zeros. That is multiplied by 100 here. So now we are going to take 89. Now once we take 89 here, we cannot take first two digits here because the first two digit is 22. 22 is very small than 89. So we are going to take three digits here. That is, we are going to take 222. So once we take 222, we'll just check. It will go 89 multiplied by 1 is 89. 89 twos are we'll take. So 9 twos are is 18. 8 twos are 16 plus 1 17. So that is 178. So we can take 178 because it is very close to 222. If you take 3s, it will be bigger than 222. So we are going to take 89 2s as 178. Now when you minus 178, 2 minus 8 is not possible. So cancellations. 12 minus 8 is 4. 12 minus 8 is 4 here. 1 minus 7 is not possible. So again we cancelled here. 11. So 11 minus 7 will again give you 4. And then 1 minus 1 is 0 here. Got everyone? 11 minus 7 is 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. And 1 minus 1 is 0. Now 44. 44 is a very small, again a smaller number than 89. So what we are going to do is like we are going to take 5 down. That is 445. So to get 445, we will multiply 89. First we will multiply and check with 4. So 89 4s are. Okay, so 89 4s we will check first. Just a minute. 89 4s. Okay, so 4 9s gives you 36. 4 8s will give you 8 4s we will do, that is 32, 33, 34, 35. So this is the number that you get after multiplying it with 4. That is 356. So 356 is smaller than this number. So let's check with 5. If after multiplying with 5 it is bigger, then we are going to take this number only. Okay, so beside only I will solve 89 multiplied by 5. 9 5s gives you 45 and 8 5s will give you 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. That is 444. So this 89 multiplied by 5 is exact 444. So we are going to take 5s and not 4s. So 5s will give you 445. Minus, you will get 0. How many more zeros are left? This 0 comes down. 1, 2 and 3. So 3 zeros come down. So we are going to put 3 zeros up. So 89 1s and 89, that is 25,000. Okay. Otherwise, even here you can, instead of doing directly multiplying this, even here we could have cancelled 89 1s and 89 25s, that is 250s and then 250 multiplied by 100. That is also one way of solving, or direct multiply and get the answer here and then divide it. Okay. So the rough column, you all are going to keep your rough column as it is, so that when you are solving sums, you know that you all have used which table and what numbers and all. Okay, so 89 ones and 89 25 thousands are gives you 20 this whole number. Now once you get the final answer here, this is what you have found is your mark price. That is, your x is equals to 25,000 and your x is mark price. So here you will write the marked price is rupees 25,000. Okay, so this was the sum where you had to assume the mark price, and with the help of the assuming, you assumed even the selling price. So we have two part here. One is the assuming part and one is the actual sum that we are solving. So again, you all are going to copy this sum in your book. First copy the question. Once you write the question, then you all are going to write the solving part. Now we have the seventh sum that is there. The seventh sum is homework for y'all. Y'all are going to solve the seventh sum on your own, because the statements are already been given to you. You all only need to fill in the boxes here. Read the sum, understand the sum and take, and whatever boxes are being given to you, you need to only fill those boxes. Statements are already been given to y'all. Okay, so the seventh sum that is there is homework for y'all. Now we will continue with the eighth sum that is there. So you all are going to copy all this sum in your notebook, and after you finish writing the sixth sum, immediately solve the seventh sum. Write the question of the seventh sum and then start solving. And after you finish the seventh sum, then continue with the eighth sum that is there. The eighth sum that is there is the shopkeeper decides to sell a certain item at a certain price. He tags the price on the item by increasing the decided price by 25%. While selling the item, he offers 20% discount. Find how many more or less percent he gets on the decided price. That means what does the shopkeeper do? He wants to sell a certain item. So what he does, he decides a certain price for it. On that price, he decides to increase the price by 25%, and then while selling it, he will again give a 20% discount on it. So we have to find out that what he has increased, is that profitable or is that a loss? That means, does it increase or does it decrease? So we'll just find that whether it increases, means does the percentage increases more or the percentage decreases. Okay, so we will just start with the sum. First thing that we have to do here is you all are supposed to write the sum, and then first copy the sum, and once you finish copying the sum, you will start writing what is given. Now here what is given is, let the decided price be X. Now we don't know what is the decided price. Okay, the tag that is there, what he has put there, the shopkeeper has given, we don't know that. So we are going to assume it again. So we will assume it by saying that let the decided price be rupees 100. Actual price of that item is rupees 100. Now the shopkeeper has increased it by 25%. So this is what is the actual price of the item that is there, that he wants to sell. Then we have that he wants to increase. So what he has increased is 25%. So increase on the decided item will be 25%. So increase on decided price is how much? 25%. Have you all understood the sum? The actual price is 100. This is the assuming that we are doing. because we don't know the actual price. So whatever is the actual price, he has increased on the actual price 25% more. So this is your 100, this is the actual price, that is rupees 100. Increase on the decided price is 25%. Now this is again 25% here. But while comparing, we need both in rupees. So because we need it in rupees, we are going to take it as increase on decided price is rupees 25. So instead of 25%, we are going to take it as 25 rupees. So what will be our mark price? What will be our mark price is this plus this is the actual mark price, because this is the assuming one that let's take the item for rupees 100 and then the shopkeeper has increased 25 rupees on that. So we are going to take mark price as 100 plus 25, which gives us rupees 125. This is the actual price that the shopkeeper has kept by increasing 25%. Okay. Now on this price that is there, that is 125, he is again given a discount. If you see the question once again, while selling the item, he offers 20% discount. That means again he is offering a discount of rupees 20 on this particular item. So discount is equals to 20 upon 100. Why I have taken 20 upon 100? Or we can just write here the statement that discount is equals to 20% on MP. That is, instead of solving it directly, we can just write this statement that discount is equals to 20% and this 20% is on 125. That is a mark price, because the mark price is 125. So discount is equals to 20% on mark price. So we will take discount is equals to 20 upon 100. Why? Because 20% percentage is always written as 100 or taken as 100 in the denominator, multiplied by what is a mark price is 125. So 20 upon 100 multiplied by 125. Now we can directly cancel, that is 25 fours gives us 100 and 25 fives will give us 125. Okay. Now what is remaining here? That is 20 upon 100 we have taken multiplied by 125. 25 fours is 100 and 25 fives is 125. Now we have this 4 here. So 4 ones and 4 fives gives us 20. So 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. So multiply 5 multiplied by 5, 5 fives gives us 25. That is, we have rupees 25. This is the discount that he is giving on the mark price that is there. So mark price was 125. He gave a discount of 20%. After finding that, we got discount as rupees 25. Now we are going to take, we have the discount with us. Now with the help of discount, we are going to cross check whether it the amount increases or the amount decreases. So we are going to take SP is equals to MP minus discount. How much is our MP? Our MP is 125 and how much is the discount given is 25, which is again 100. That is rupees 125 rupees 1 minus rupees 25 is equals to rupees 100. Okay. Now see what cost, what we had decided, what we have assumed that the price will be, the price comes the same. So here it didn't even increase, it didn't even decrease. Here the question was given that find how many more or less percent he gets on the decided price. So here he doesn't get even more nor even less, because it did not change, it remained the same. So here you can write the statements. So the decided So the decided price and the selling price are the same. Okay, so the decided price, what was the decided price? Was 100, and what is the selling price here? What we are getting is again 100. So the decided price and the selling price are the same. Therefore the percentage on the decided price is 0. So this will be your final answer, that nothing has changed. It remains the same. So percentage, what they had told us to find whether it increased or decreased. So we'll write here 0% on decided price, because on the decided price nothing changed. It remains the same. So again, in short, I'll explain. What we have assumed is rupees 100. Then what we took, that is what the shopkeeper increased the percentage to 25. So we converted into rupees. So 100 minus 100 plus 25, because 100 was the actual price. He increased. Increased means addition. So when he increased, 25 plus 25 becomes 125. And then again on 125 he gave a discount of 20%. So discount on 20% discount on mark price, that is 125. Cancellation, again we got here 25. So our selling price that he sold item is mark price minus the discount what he gave. So discount he gave is 25. So 125 minus 25 gives us 100. And then according to that, in the question it is given, write whether it increases or decreases, the amount increases or decreases. But the percentage doesn't increase and doesn't decrease also. It remains the same. It doesn't increase nor it decreases. Okay. So this is the last sum of practice set 9.1. I want you all to solve the 7th sum for homework. And by evening, I will send you all the answers of the 7th sum. Okay. So you will complete all this exercise, understand and take, and whatever you have not understood, you all are welcome to ask me, message me on my WhatsApp number, and whatever are your doubts, you can just ask me. Okay, thank you.